Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us for the meeting of the Board of Directors for the Mayor's Fund this Friday, February 5th, 2020. I want to welcome all of you virtually. I wish we could be in person, but here we are. Let's start off with a roll call to make sure we have everyone in the meeting. So, Madam Chair, are you here and present?
Present.
Thank you. Deputy Mayor Thompson, are you here with us?
Present.
Present. Alexis, you here with us?
I'm present.
Thank you. Matt Klein, are you here with us?
Present.
Present. Commissioner Camilo, hello, are you here with us?
I am present.
Thank you. Maya, our treasurer, are you here with us?
I am.
Thank you. And finally, our secretary, Matt Everett, are you here with us?
I am.
Hello, great. Thank you so much. I should also say joining us, my colleague Danielle Veroline, Leah Prestamo, Chris Kelsaw as well, from the Mayor's Fund joining us. Let's, now that we have everyone here, we can get started. Madam Chair, I will pass it over to you to provide the welcome from the board chair.
Thank you, Jorge. Good afternoon, everyone. Happy Friday, and welcome to our first Board of Directors meeting of 2021. I hope that in the middle of the chaos of this past year that you were able to enjoy a relaxing new year with family and loved ones and get a little bit of rest. So much has happened since the last time we met, and I'm going to begin by welcoming our new co-executive directors, Daniel Verlaine and Jorge Luis Paniagua Valle. They are leaders who have served the Mayor's Fund well for years, and I'm always pleased when we can elevate from within. Danielle and Jorge Luis are most deserving. They are hardworking, knowledgeable, and bring great energy, empathy, and experience to the challenges at hand. I also want to thank our conscientious board of directors for their continued hard work and service. Deputy Mayor Phil Thompson, Lizette Camilo, Alexis Blaine, Matt Klein. And I also thank the officers of the board for their hard work and diligence. Our treasurer, Maya Jakubowicz, and our secretary, Matt Everett. So before I turn the meeting over to Jorge Luis, I want to highlight two other areas where we've made big progress. One is the big launch, the launch of our campaign, More Than a Roof, which is already helping hundreds of New Yorkers in need. Domestic violence survivors, LGBTQ youth, those formerly in the criminal justice system, with the necessities that they need to find a stable and secure home. As you all know, this is a particularly, it's always been hard for this group of people, but this is particularly dangerous and unstable time for them. Danielle will share more with us later about how this program will continue to grow. The second area of progress is our annual report, which is so close to completion. Jorge Luis will give us a sneak peek later into some of the programs and stories we highlighted, as well as the next steps forward. And as you all know, this is the final year of our mayoral administration. I am so proud when I think about how instrumental the fund has been with furthering the goals of this administration and how the fund has risen to the unprecedented challenges of this last year. And now we have strategic plans and a dynamic team in place for 2021. I couldn't be more proud. I'm fired up for the work ahead, and I hope you all are too. So thank you all for your support, for your commitment, and let's work together to make this last year the best yet.
Thank you so much, First Lady, for always your continued leadership, your support, and really your energy. Thank you. Folks, we have a short agenda today, 2 resolutions to review. But before we get to those, we're going to need to review and approve the minutes from our previous meeting. So please refer to page 1 in your board materials take a moment to review the materials from our last board meetings. If you have any comments or you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, hearing none, may I hear a motion to approve the minutes from our previous meeting on November 4th?
So moved.
May I have someone second that motion?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The motion carries. Thank you so much. The November 4th minutes have been approved and adopted. We move on to the next item on our agenda, the first resolution, which will be the amendment of the bylaws. So today, we have two resolutions for your review and for your vote. Please refer to the first resolution. This is on page 3, the materials. This resolution amends the Mayor's Fund bylaws to allow for up to 2 co-presidents, who each will share the full responsibilities and the authority of the position. Moreover, the resolution will stipulate that any disagreement between the co-presidents shall be resolved by the chair of the board or by an action of the board. Finally, the resolution amends the bylaws to reflect the process by which contracts are reviewed and executed by the Mayor's Fund by removing the requirement to have the secretary co-sign contracts. The language is there in your board materials. If you have any questions, please let me know.
Jael, just to clarify on the signature resolution, what we're doing here is saying any officer given signature authority by the board can sign without the need for a co-signatory, but not expanding the universe of folks who can sign on behalf of the fund, right?
Right. That is correct, yes. Does anyone have any other questions? Commissioner Camila, I think you might be experiencing some connectivity problems, so I'll give you an extra moment if you ever have a question or you need another moment to review the language in this resolution.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't have any questions. Thank you. But yes, I
Thank
am
you.
experiencing a little bit of a delay.
Understood. I'll make sure we take that into account as we move forward. Okay. Are there any other questions? May I have a motion to move this resolution forward?
So moved.
Thank you. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you, Commissioner Camilo. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? The resolution carries. Thank you so much. We'll now move on to resolution 2 in our board materials. This is titled the election of officers. This resolution on page 4 formally installs me and Danielle as co-presidents of the Mayor's Fund. Moreover, it will ratify that the titles of co-president and co-executive director are to be used interchangeably, as been the long-standing practice of the Mayor's Fund. The language is in the materials, the resolution. I'll give everyone a moment to review that language. Please let me know if there are any questions. Okay, hearing none. May I, can I have someone motion to move this resolution?
So moved.
Thank you. May I have a second?
Second.
Thank you very much. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Hearing none, the resolution carries. Thank you very much, everyone. That concludes the resolutions portion of our agenda for this afternoon. I would now turn to the now co-executive director's report. for the portion of our meeting. First, I want to begin by thanking Madam Chair for you and the other members of the board of the directors to allowing me the opportunity to co-lead the Mayor's Fund as it works to ensure an equitable recovery for all New Yorkers. Indeed, thank you very much for this honor and the opportunity. To Danielle, whose perseverance and energy I admire and hope to match, I look forward to continuing our friendship and partnership in these new roles of ours, leading the Mayor's Fund. To the rest of the Mayor's Fund team, Leah, Chris, Irfan, Yurey, Arthi, Harry, Matt, Kayan, to all of you, I say thank you, because nothing that we achieved last year and nothing that we will achieve this year would be possible without you. Now, speaking of some of the things we achieved last fall, building on the influx of thousands of new grassroots donors, Mayor's Fund launched More Than a Roof, fundraising campaign to support housing needs for various vulnerable communities. I invite Danielle Berline, co-executive director of the Mayor's Fund, to provide a report to the board on that campaign. Danielle?
Thank you, JL. I've enjoyed working with you over the past few years, and I really look forward to working alongside you as we look for ways to partner with CBOs and other organizations to provide support for vulnerable New Yorkers in this time of recovery. And thank you, First Lady. It's an honor to be selected to co-lead the Mayor's Fund with JL. I really look forward to working alongside you and our board of directors for the next year. As the First Lady and JL mentioned, we launched a fall grassroots campaign in the fall called More Than a Roof. We had a goal of raising $50,000 for vulnerable New Yorkers in certain communities, and I'm really excited to say that we raised over $91,000 in grassroots contributions for this program. With these funds, we will be supporting New Yorkers, survivors of domestic violence, LGBTQ youth, and people that were involved in the criminal justice system. We'll be supporting them with programs like job training, providing clothing when they come out of prison and jail to help with job interviews. We'll be purchasing gift cards for them so that when they do get a home, they can buy items that everyday, like New Yorkers, we wouldn't think about: pots and pans, towels, bedding, things like that. All these necessities that help provide a safe and secure home for New Yorkers. So over the next month, we'll be working with some of our city agencies to get these funds distributed to the New Yorkers and in the hands that need them. So we're very excited about this grassroots campaign and look forward to doing something else in the future with all of our new donors from our COVID relief efforts. And JL, I'll hand it back to you.
Thank you so much, Danielle. Really appreciate that. Folks, our 2020 annual report is being prepared for print. It's nearly done, as the First Lady mentioned. I'm really excited about this year's report. In this report, we tell the stories of several people impacted by some of the programs that the Mayor's Fund helped not only fund, but also helped create. I'm going to now share my screen to give folks here a sneak peek of the printed version of our annual report. I'll give a moment for folks for this to come up on their screen. In this annual report, as I said, we share many stories here of folks who were impacted by the programs of the Mayor's Fund. We tell the story of Ingrid, whose calm demeanor brought much needed sense of stability to the emergency room at Elmhurst Hospital, where she was registering new patients stricken with COVID-19, and who recounts how the care packages from the New York City Healthcare Heroes program and the meals from our Food for Heroes program made life for healthcare workers a bit easier in those early turbulent days of the pandemic. We tell the story of Nayeli, who works in Staten Island, helping New Yorkers take advantage of the health resources afforded to them because of NYC Care. a job that took on a new level of importance when the pandemic emerged. We also tell the story of Elena. She's the owner of a Salvadorian restaurant in Queens. She was able to bring back some of her employees to work after her restaurant was approved for an award from the Restaurant Revitalization Program, partnership with the Task Force on Racial Inclusion and Equity, the Mayor's Office for Economic Opportunity, HRA, and the Mayor's Fund. Elena's story is that of hope, grit, and the value of community when it comes together. These three stories are from the featured stories of our annual report, but there are also other stories of the other COVID-19 programs that the Mayor's Fund helped fund and launch this past year. As I said, this is a sneak peek of our printed copy, which will be going out shortly to our supporters. But I also want to let you all know that we are producing a digital version of our annual report. This digital version will be more dynamic, we'll have more content, video from some of the stories we're telling. So I suggest you stay tuned to catch some of that content, as we'll be pushing that out shortly once our printed version is out in the hands of our supporters. Again, want to reiterate my thanks to you, Madam Chair, the rest of the members of the board, to the team at the Mayor's Fund. What we have achieved in 2020, not possible without you. This is now our last item. I to take us now to our new business. I want to ask our members of the board if they have any new business that they would like to raise with us while we're here together. Okay, there's no new business then. May I have a motion to close the meeting?
So moved.
Second. Thank you so much. Meeting adjourned. Can I close the meeting? Thank you all so very much.
Bye. Congrats, Jael and Danielle.
Thank you. Thank you.
Congratulations, Jael, Danielle.
Yeah, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I've now stopped the stream.